What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Benji, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we got another one from Flacco, coming straight out of Chicago, talking about how a mother and her son were attacked by a group of kids in Chicago while she was just trying to walk, her 9-year-old son to school, and not to mention she got she's minding her business and she got sickle cell disease. So we're gonna see how the situation unfolded.
Do y'all remember those evil Chicago children who beat that severely ill woman with sickle cell half to death? We covered them in our last video, and we also broke down how the community showed up to the school looking for them and demanding answers. Well, it looks like those children and their parents are speaking up and speaking out. And if you were upset about the situation already, then you're about to be infuriated once you find out what their reaction was to doing quite possibly the most evil thing I think I've ever seen on the internet.
It's hard to watch. Children circled a mother, then pinned her against a fence,
Look at this shit.
dragging the mother and her
That's
son to the ground.
That's why all these kids are getting hurt or unalive. Look at this shit that they doing to this lady and her child. For what?
Continuously beating them.
My son is he's very devastated. He'll wake up out of his middle of his sleep screaming. He's
He
screaming,
traumatized.
"Mommy, are you there?" I felt helpless because I was down on the ground. And he was down on the ground and he's looking at me screaming like, "Mommy, please help me, help me." I couldn't get up myself. I couldn't do nothing.
She's sick. She has sickle cell. So I guess they seen a little weakness on her because she's kind of walking a little slow. And they have no right to put their hands on an adult.
The kids who did this, they're not children. They are spawns of Satan. All right?
Right.
The kids are not attacking a woman who is deathly ill, who did nothing to them whatsoever. Her only transgression is walking the child that y'all have been bullying for months, walking him home. See, this woman got up out of her home, walking to the brisk cold to walk her 9-year-old and her 5-year-old home from school
That's fucked up.
because the 9-year-old didn't feel safe walking home because bullies kept on picking with him every day after school. So now she's walking her son home so y'all don't bother him and y'all still attacked him. Man, bro, those are not spawns of Satan, bro. There are crimes of moral turpitude. Then there are felonious crimes of moral turpitude. And then there is what I call inexplicable crimes of moral turpitude. The difference between felonious and inexplicable is pretty simple. Felonious, obviously, we know those are crimes that people commit, those are felonies, right? Things like theft is a crime of moral turpitude and things of that sort. But inexplicable is a crime that goes against your humanity, that goes against what makes you a human,
Mm.
right? Even if you wanted to do such a thing, just you being a human, right? Just being humane, having humanity, having that little thing within you that can't be traced that makes you a human and different from an animal, it will stop you from doing that because it just goes against your nature in general. Yes, and beating up a deathly sick woman who did nothing to you, who was walking her kid home from school, didn't bother anybody, but y'all ambushed her and attacked her for no reason. That is an inexplicable crime of moral turpitude. That's a crime that goes against your nature as a human.
Right.
You shouldn't even be capable of doing such a thing. Those kids did it.
You shouldn't. But at the end of the day, you can't just put on the kids because they learn these actions from somewhere. And 9 times out of 10, the parents probably not even in the household with them. So that's why they outside the streets doing whatever the fuck they doing. Because the parents don't even give a fuck at the end of the day.
And they did it because they're not children, they're spawns of Satan, and they don't feel bad about it either. And you can kind of see the people who raise these children, and you understand exactly where they get this evilness from. Because one of the kids' parents, right, like they took to social media to respond back to people, I guess, looking for, their child or looking for the children who did this. And, they have not 1 ounce of remorse for what their kid did.
What's funny though, y'all was looking for me and y'all was chiming in on shit that y'all don't know nothing about.
Let me see what they say. They say, honor one of the students involved in the attack on mother and children goes live on Facebook. What can you really go live and say? I hope it ain't no dumb shit defending the kids.
is this little Miss? Yeah, this Miss Ugly Jacket. That's my niece. What you talking about?
This is another child. This is a little ass girl right here. So I don't know why anybody would take her serious.
Sad. No, you sad. You sad. I want to go outside now. I'm ready to go outside. I'm going outside. I'm going outside, bro. Samaya was funny. Girl came out of red, pink, and brown. Don't worry about what she came on. No, came out the house with. Niggas got crunched out there. You worried about the wrong shit. Your mama.
I'm confused. Like, what is we sitting here looking at, Flaco? We just watching a little ass girl on live stand there and talk back sometimes to people that's, leaving comments. Just another dumbass kid.
They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Like, y'all found me all the way on TikTok. Try your niece. You want the dish. You want the dish. You want the dish. You want the dish. Where Miss Little Flamingo? She's not too far. Go outside. I'm ready for outside. I'm gonna run up. Don't give a fuck who after me. Y'all don't even know. Y'all wasn't even here. Shut up. I don't think nothing cute. Y'all bother me. Y'all follow me all the way on TikTok.
That's not her mom, but that's the aunt of one of the attackers who apparently they all live in the same house. That's why people thought that she was the guardian. So there's multiple pictures of her with this kid. So a child that you have responsibility for, right? Probably not your daughter, but that's still your niece. You still have some type of guardianship over her. She attacked an innocent woman, and you come on live and you start cussing out people talking about they wouldn't have done nothing if they.
Right. Not apologizing for the child or nothing. Or trying to explain anything. Even though it's nothing you can explain because you're attacking somebody like in a child. But you're not even trying to speak up and do anything right. You just being another dumbass kid, just like that child was. Like, I'm done with this shit.
Was outside, right? You taunting a woman for getting crunched up outside, showing no remorse whatsoever. The only barrier of sympathy I would say is these kids had to be raised with people who are probably equally as bad as them.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are other parents who try to take the remorse route, but the accountability wasn't there.
I know y'all see that video, and if anybody want to be funny, fuck your mama, fuck your ugly ass baby, fuck your pissy ass grandma, fuck your rolling ass people. What kind of shit they want when they got buried?
So see, it's just everybody. Everybody on dumb shit. I guess that's how it is in Chicago. Everybody popping shit. You hear me? Like, even the moms out here popping heavy shit.
Ugly ass clothes. Fuck your people. Fuck all y'all. On crap, I hate all y'all. Bottom line.
Let me just remind y'all what these kids actually did. Here is one of them, a hooligan in a ski mask. This hooligan took the woman's son as she was getting jumped. He took the son away from the mother and began to pound his head up against the concrete over and over and over again.
Yeah, no.
And if that was not enough,
send these little bastards to fuck the jail. Because if it was mine, you can't tell nobody about no street justice. Like, that shit is weird.
He began to stomp out the kid and then went to go ahead and stomp out the woman too. This one right here was probably the second worst one outside of that menace in a yellow hoodie. So she is the oldest one out there. She's about 12 years old. She was the one who was sucker punching a woman and hitting her first. She dragged the woman to the ground. Well, her parents responded back too. So the mother of that child, name is Yaz St. Patrick, and she took to her Facebook, I believe. I don't know who's still on Facebook, but she's apparently still on Facebook. And she took to her Facebook to yell at people who are asking her to hold her kid accountable. She goes, let me say this first. My daughter is a great kid. She's a A and B student, captain of the cheerleading team, and head of her class, and some more ish.
What?
All good things from every teacher. And if you know, we know. We don't owe anybody, nobody an apology, but that lady and her kids. So all y'all grown MFs looking for a viral moment, please shut the F up because kids gonna be kids. And there's kids out here.
But that's not kid shit. When I was a little ass kid, I wasn't outside beating up nobody fucking mom or grandma or nothing like that. You can't say kids gonna be kids. Like y'all weird as shit.
Here that did way worse ish, let alone y'all when y'all was 12
Y'all
and
could have
13
killed this
years
little
old.
boy and that lady.
Y'all used to be out here beating up crackheads and all. Y'all don't know us at all. She was peer pressured. We no longer have to ask ourselves what type of parents would raise human beings to attack a woman with sickle cell who was just on her deathbed 2 weeks ago in the hospital, flatlined twice. Now we know it's
That's
parents like
fucked up.
this. Parents like this with no accountability whatsoever. Instead of addressing what her daughter did is, what she did wasn't that bad. Y'all done way worse. What's worse than beating up a woman who was just on her deathbed? What's worse than sucker punching, dragging her to the ground, stomping her out, and sending her to the hospital in critical condition because she was walking her kid home from school? What's worse than that? But this is a kid who clearly don't have a mother who knows what she's doing. She clearly
Right.
has a parent with no integrity, morals, or principles. So she's raising another human being with no morals, integrity, or principles. And this is what I'm telling y'all. Yo, a lot of y'all thought I was too harsh when I made my last video and told y'all ain't no mercy, ain't no compassion, ain't none of that when it comes to these children, bruh. They need to be locked up.
Right. It can't be no mercy and compassion because what do they have any for this lady and her child? Like I said, the young boy started banging his head against the ground. Anything that happened, you could have bust his whole head open and he could have never been the same again. Like fuck that. Lock them the fuck up. Ain't no way around this shit. Like this shit is corny.
Do juvenile life over this. Because look at what the parents is at home telling them. Where would the accountability come from? The mom is telling her, man, what you did was not that bad. They tripping. She goes, if you know my family, you know if we find a friend in this MF and we gonna stand behind them 100% no matter what. But this is definitely a lesson learned. She was held accountable for her actions. How was she held accountable for her actions? You online defending her.
Right.
How is she held accountable? What? Like what you do? What you
You
do?
glorifying this shit.
Grounded her? Y'all talking about it takes a village. Bitch, she got a castle. If she had a castle, why? Yo, do you understand? And she's not only and she's going after the people who is attacking her kid. No. She's going after the people who was attacking the people asking for punishment. Because those cowards, those simps who's like, no, they just kids. It takes a village to raise these kids. Let's come together and wrap our arms around these kids. The mom is telling you, use a coward, use a simp. She don't need your village.
Mm.
She said a kid got a castle, the F, and everybody standing 10 toes behind her. Oh, dare you? This is why she's emboldened to put her hands on people. Because she know parents like you,
Is going to defend her every fucking move, right or wrong. And it's fucked up. Because she gonna grow up to be a fucked up individual because of you.
will enable a bad decision, and apparently you got a castle of weirdos like you
Mm.
who will stand behind her and attack people who hold her accountable. I was never gonna go live making y'all MS feel no type of way. Once again, we do not owe y'all no apology. F y'all MFs. Know what's going on in real life and know my kid's not raised like that at all. P. Blue P, so now she's a crip, okay? Feel how y'all want. F y'all. The mother is such a coward, right? That after she said all of that, her daughter went live, but she didn't go live with her daughter. No. Another woman who's apparently is like a community activist, that woman went on live with her daughter and got the apology from her. And I say apology loosely, bruh, because this little girl was almost smirking and laughing and smiling in the video while giving the apology.
Because it's not genuine. She don't give a fuck for real. At the end of the day, she said, "I'm gonna give us a little apology and then go back out here in the streets and do whatever the fuck I want to do again." You know.
So obviously she don't feel bad, not one bit at all. But the mother who said all that on Facebook was in the back off camera, too scared to come on camera during a live stream, and had somebody else sit by her daughter to give the apology to the public.
To meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and
This fake ass apology. Like, look at her. She's definitely trying not to laugh and don't even got nothing to say. If you was really apologetic, you have a whole script to say. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really give a fuck. And then the lady going to waste her time by going live. Like, it's sad. All this shit is just nutty. The fake ass tears. Ain't even no tears coming down.
it's okay, for everything that I did.
Man, bro, I really dislike that kid, bro.
That's crazy.
First off, man, I don't see not one tear falling. It's all
That's what I just said.
And theatrics, bro. I don't see not one tear, not one liquid is falling down them cheeks, bro. And not wiping, not a goddamn booger, not a goddamn snot, not a goddamn tear, bro. It's all theatrics.
Yeah.
She was the one who sparked it off. She wasn't peer pressured, bro. The mom is claiming she was peer pressure into what? She's the first one to hit the woman. Man, listen, man, bro, y'all too soft on these kids for me, man.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was up to me, she'll be in jail right now.
That's what I'm saying. Too fucking soft. If it was up to me, she'd have got her ass whooped and locked the fuck up. Like, played my mom like that. Like, you tripping.
Doing life in prison. Never release her.
And I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got.
What?
And I apologize for everything because
whoever raised this kid did a terrible. They truly raised a terrible human being. In her apology, she says,
"Who ain't got nothing
I'm
I got.
Sorry, I was being a follower, following people who don't even got what I got." So even in the apology, right, she's being an elitist. She thinks she's better than people due to the stuff that she has, which is probably the only reason why she put her hands on that woman, because she believes she's probably better than that woman, right?
And it's all about
has better clothes.
It's all about how she's getting raised at home. Her mom probably act just like that, like hold her nose up at everybody. She come around all her little girlfriends and shit. Like she probably treat them like shit, and then it trickled down to the child. So the little girl thinks she got to treat all her friends the same way and people that she meet the same way. And now look at the situation y'all in. Two jackasses.
And has better things or more money. Her parents are raising her to be an elitist clown.
I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
you don't feel the fuck bad.
It's okay. I gotta go through so much.
But whose fault is that?
I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit people think.
What?
She covers her face whenever she's about to laugh.
Right.
She could give a damn, man. Whoever raised this little girl, y'all did a terrible job.
You a piece of shit.
This is a truly evil and despicable human being.
I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children.
You can't say that because them children did adult actions. That's when they crossed that line from being a child and an adult. When you picked your hand up and hit that woman and her child, you became an adult that day. Cause I know your mom, she probably did teach you to, just put your hands on anybody. Cause look how she acted. But this shit is not cool to fuck at all.
Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
You about to go to high school, so you know every decision you making. Like, dog, stop talking like this a fucking baby. Like, what the fuck?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen.
Look at her whole demeanor change. Look, she got a whole fucking grin and smile on her face when you want to talk about all the shit you doing. But what about the bullshit?
I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
But doing dumb shit.
And you know that.
And I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday.
Man, she don't give a damn, bro.
Right.
You can look in her eyes and you can see she thinks this is a game and a joke, and she
That
is
shit's scripted.
crying, laughing inside, bro. Knowing she's not even doing a good job at containing her laughter. She was under the impression that the people out there were like 6, 7, 8-year-olds. I didn't know that 14-year-olds were out there because she says she's in the 8th grade. She's 14. Right. And your A's and B's got nothing to do with this, bruh. All right? Bruh, like smart people do bad things all the time. But if you're 14 years old, and I know I said earlier, tongue in cheek, give them life in prison, but now knowing there are 14-year-olds out there, which also explains it too. 14-year-olds will overpower you a lot easier than 6 and 7-year-olds. But if she's 14 and she was out there, charge her with attempted murder. She should be doing at least 5 to 10 years in prison. This should not be a slap on the wrist. Why hasn't she been arrested yet?
This all,
right.
And I want you to know, Kamira, this is not all on you.
But the reason why she not nothing heavy yet because she got all these people like this that's going live, like activists is like fighting for her because they saying she's a child, but overlooking the fact she did things that adults would do. You can't just say she a child when she crossing the line though.
You taking your responsibility of the role that you played in this. And she know the role that she played in this. And I want y'all to know that this is not the kid that she is, nor will she let the internet turn her into a kid that y'all gonna try to say she is. So we are collaborating with investigation or whatever needs to happen will happen.
And I think we had a pretty honest conversation today, right?
She is literally the person who kicked off the mob. She's the one who started. She's the oldest one there. She's the one who hit her first. It's all falls on her. All right?
Right.
If she probably don't spark it off, it probably don't get sparked off. And she tells them, hey, nah, but let them go home. They probably go home safe that day.
Reba brought up how these children in Chicago jumped on somebody's mama. I'm telling you, man, I'm from the projects, homie. I'm from where it go down.
You feel me?
When I was growing up, nobody would run up on your mama.
Nobody.
Do you hear me? I grew up Robert Taylor Homes, 5266 South State, last white building next to the hole. Gangbangers, grown or not, would not run up on you while you was with your mama because there was still respect in the community.
Different standards.
I'm talking about I lived in the
It was different standards. These kids don't know no better because they're not getting taught any better. So you can't compare, your growing up to their growing up.
Projects. If your mama came and picked you up from school and walked with you, gangbangers would be like, nah. Okay, you with your mama. You know what I'm saying? Right. Mama come to your door. Who ready to kill you? And your mama answer the door. They'll be like, hey, Miss Wilson, how you doing? Will Leroy come outside? And if Leroy won't come out, they'll be like, okay. All right. That's how I grew up, homie. I see you when I see you. Phil said it. I'm talking about these is killers, though.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Killers for real. But there was still enough respect in the community where
That they ain't gonna do nothing to your mom.
Was given a pass. Now, nothing.
Don't matter if
Nothing.
you're a senior, you're nothing.
How can you be a teacher if a little boy?
I'm 28 years old, so I don't go as far back as Corey Holcomb, but back in my day, man, these things weren't happening either, bro. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's in the water, but these kids come out the womb evil, man. But
That's
y'all
just
let me know in the
nowadays.
comment section.
That's these iPad babies, man. All they know is these phones, these iPads, and internet, and all the goofy shit that people, glorify on the internet. That's why you're gonna keep having situations like this. Like, and I got like, God forbid, let mines be out here acting crazy. It'll be me and him. You feel me? But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and y'all share. Make sure y'all subscribe so I can bring y'all more content like this. It's your boy Benji, and I get at y'all with another one.